day. From TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida, it's Week 12 of the NFL on EA Sports. Justin Herbert and the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on Jalen Hurts and the Tennessee Titans.
He originally opened in 1995 as Jacksonville Municipal Stadium when his franchise entered the NFL. We welcome you to Jacksonville and TIAA Bank Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Jaguar team. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this carries into the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
It's a pretty bland game he had last time out. Ended up throwing 1 interception. Didn't have a touchdown to offset it. But the team found a way to win. He found a way to lean on other parts of the offense that carried them through.
And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
On first down, Hurts. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. A gain of 6 there on first. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series, they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Throwing is Hurts. Complete, the tight end Kelce. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
It's now 2nd and 6. At the Jaguars' 38-yard line.
Derrick Henry. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Two things to watch. First is strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. 4th down.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Makes the score Titans 3, Jaguars 0.
So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
And this could be a whole lot of fun because if his game plan goes into effect early, we're going to see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. Wants to open things up for not just his receivers, but for anything underneath.
Well, that was the theme, the front page of the sports section. What did the columnist write? Possible air raid. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view that, right? What? Who gave away the game plan? I think it's pretty obvious, though. That'll help them win.
2nd and 9.
The numbers for McCaffrey last week. 14 carries, 61 yards.
And they love what they've got in him. He's the number 4 rusher in the league right now, so you know that you have to account for him on defense, which means you can play complementary football as well. Throw the play action, get it out to the wide receivers, because they should have some open space, because the defense will key on
Gain
them.
of 8 brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. A gain of 4, not enough. And it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production. But I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
2-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd Henry.
And I don't know if he made it out of the end zone. No signal. Yes, it's a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
3, Jaguars 2.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, and that leaves them just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing. Because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Second and 11. From the 50, here's Herbert. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. A shotgun snap for Herbert.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line.
Brandon, you're never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1-yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
They begin with Henry, and he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line.
Number 22.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Marcus Lawrence on the stop. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 3-yard line.
Now it's Henry. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8-yard line.
Henry on the
It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
3rd down.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. This is Henry. And he'll get this one up to about his 14.
Derrick Henry on the
DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
At the 14-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
2nd down. Here's Hurts. Kelsey imposing his will. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
7 yards the pickup there.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. This is McCaffrey, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Delay of game, offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Still 3rd down.
Instead of a 3rd and 4, now they have to manage a 3rd and 9 after the delay of game. Out of the gun, Herbert. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards.
Gain of 7. It's 4th down.
Here's Sam Martin now. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. This one brought in by Jefferson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
And the Titans,
they'll throw on 1st down with Hurts, eluding the pressure right. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. 2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. Touchdown, Titans. Allen Robinson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead.
Well, if the plan is to come in here and go toe-to-toe with these guys, it certainly does not hurt if you hit them with a big shot along the way, too.
That's got to give them some confidence. And the other thing right now, it quiets this crowd, at least for the time being.
Yeah, that is what is called the intended consequence of their actions.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And he puts it through to extend this thing to a 10-2 ball game. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And we see James, he will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Getting set to go again here, Robert Woods marches back onto the field. They've got to be thinking, how can we get him a little bit more involved here? 2nd quarter, you're down, and really, he's been out of the mix.
I would agree with that, and oftentimes you hear, well, we're just taking what the defense is giving us, but sometimes that's just not good enough. Sometimes you have to take what you want, and that means getting him the football.
Yeah, so far just a single catch in this game. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
Jalen Hurts in this offense trotting back out. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the 2nd quarter. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Hurts is going to try and run. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, bye weeks, they're over. We've once again got a full slate of games to get to as we take you around the NFL here in Week 12. We'll begin our trip around the NFL with an interesting one right off the bat, and it's the Texans who've got the lead in the second quarter. Preston Williams, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. From there, it's off to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at Lucas Oil Stadium, and they have the lead in that one over the visiting LA Rams. Emmanuel Sanders, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's head to Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, see what's happening with the Bengals. And they lead the visiting Browns in that one at halftime. DK Metcalf, a touchdown catch in that first half. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
He's brought down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and
Operating from the gun. Herbert over the middle to Smith. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49.
First and 10 at the 49.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 45-yard line.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now a run with McCaffrey. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Mostert, the ball carrier. He was taken.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
No gain on the play.
Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Now Cody Parkey out to try the field goal. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. And that'll get the lead down to 5.
Makes the score Titans 10, Jaguars 5.
So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
So here are the Titans to take over on offense. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Again, it's Henry. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and inches.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now is the Titans punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. First kick 47. This one looks good as well. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
Brings up 3rd down.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And this will be a Jaguars first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line.
That's good for a Jaguars. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Herbert. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Duron Harmon. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
By the Titans.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A first down carry for Henry. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
King on the tackle. It's a pickup of 6.
Hurts. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
A gain of 12. First down, Titans.
Here's Hurts to throw. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Now that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down, got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. This is caught. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. So that drives 7 plays in length. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And we see James, he will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
At their own 25.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, you know, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Herbert. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll be out right at the 35. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Herbert on 3rd down now. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. James Lynch drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Thought they'd run the football there on 3rd and inches, decided to try to pass it, and obviously it did not pay off.
Yeah, that is conventional wisdom. You don't have far to go to pick up the 1st down. I wonder if they overthought it a little bit. Thought maybe they'd catch him napping and get a big play over the top. Instead, the sack occurred.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell.
Herbert's pass intercepted by the...
If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly, but look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. On 1st down, it's Henry. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5.
Number 20.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Tackle made at the 5-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking again for Kelsey there on that play, and it's 3rd and short.
It's 3rd down. And
He'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5.
Defense.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
it's a loss of...
This is obviously a critical sequence for this defense if they want to stay in this game. Down 2 scores already. They give up a touchdown here. That'll make things really difficult for their offense moving forward.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal. He'll drop to throw. And no, it's incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Jaguars are able to come up with a goal line stand. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
So now the Jags down by 12. At time, a huge factor. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. From his own end zone, Herbert. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a 1st down. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. 10 yards there. Good enough for a Jags 1st down. Smith catches left side. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Intercepted by the Titans.
Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. And they take a knee. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. And his kick is indeed good.
The kick is
And that will make this now a 15-point advantage.
20. Jaguars 5.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the fourth.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
One last throw here for Herbert. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger. And dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Tennessee, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.